What did I get up to in my sewing room last week? Did I get anything done? Stay tuned to find out. G'day, my name is Sean, and this is my weekly update where I share my quilting adventures. Come see what I've been working on, what I've completed, and all the other fun and exciting news. Let's go ahead and get started with our works in progress. I got quite a bit done. I'm excited to show you several works in progresses, and the first one is the gnome from Cotton Cuts. This is the July gnome. I was working on this on my live yesterday morning, and this is what I've gotten done so far. And you may be wondering to yourself, why is this blue one over here all by itself? Well, that's a boo-boo. This section of 4 here is actually backwards. So me and my very, very bestest friend Jack have become very, very good friends as I ripped it out and redo it. The next thing I want to show you is some progress on the 100 Acre Woods, which is a Winnie the Pooh inspired sew along by Art East Quilting Co. And we're working on the Kanga block, and we've gotten this much done so far. I think this one's turning out really, really nicely. We still have a bit of work to do on this one here because we still got to do the bottom half of Kanga and also a little reel as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing some more progress, and hopefully we'll see the finished block in the very, very near future. The next one is the Toasty by Legit Kits. It's a foundation paper piecing kit, and I've been working on this block for the last few weeks. I was able to do this last section last night and put it all together. Wow, so many little pieces. And I can totally see why people start telling us you have to start using like a hammer to bash all this stuff down, because there's a lot of points going together in that one section. But it lined up really, really nicely. And finally, I have been doing a little bit of work on the Star Climber, which is a project I've been doing along with my friend Katy from the Greenland Quilter. And I have decided to go ahead and get the foundation paper piecing pads. And so I did some experimentation with the star block, and this is what I've gotten done so far. And I'm really, really happy with the progress on this here as well. These go together really, really easily, and it's been a lot of fun. So hopefully next week I can show you a completed star, and Katie will be back on her channel in a couple of weeks to do some more progress on that as well. Well, that's what I have for my works in progress. I have some completed objects and a lot of goodies to show you later on. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do our week in review. If you're new to the channel, welcome so much for checking us out. I hope you enjoyed the video. But it's a series of videos I take during the week, some of me sewing, and also of any adventures we get up to throughout the week. So I hope you enjoy. Last week I asked everybody if they had any yummy fabric that they have that's super pretty, but they're either a little scared to cut into, or they just haven't found the right project for it yet. I have lots of those, and I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one, and I loved reading all the answers. This week I thought it'd be fun to ask a hypothetical question, and that is, if you were able to choose the next project that I did, what would it be? Let me know in the comments. So what are my goals for this week? Well, I'd like to do some more progress on Kanga, and then also get some more progress done on the Farm Fresh sample by Art East. We're getting ready to do the next block, which is the sheep block. I haven't cut out the fabric for that yet, so I'd like to be able to cut it out and hopefully make some progress on that soon, because the next block releases next Sunday. Let me know what your goals are for this week. Next up is our news and events, and last Sunday night at 10 p.m. I was live with Tammy over on her channel, The Siberian Wind. We were putting together the Fab Farm pattern by Elizabeth Hartman, and we were doing the horse block. I've since finished that block, and you'll get to see that a little later on in the episode. Yesterday morning I had my friend Russ from Quilt Meets World come join me. It was fun to hang out with my mate Russ, and I did a little bit of work on the gnome, which I have to rip out and redo some of it, but that's okay. We had a lot of fun hanging out together. So if you missed either of those, go check them out. They were both wonderful videos. This week I plan to release the rabbit time lapse, which I realized I didn't put out. Kind of sad. And then Friday morning I'm going to put out Clue 9 of the Wild West Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts. This Saturday morning I plan to have my friend Barry from Barry Quilts join me. He is a fairly new YouTuber doing a wonderful job on his channel. I'm very excited to have him as my guest this week, so please come check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. You don't want to miss it. Earlier this month, I purchased a new sewing machine, and due to shipping delays, it hasn't arrived as quickly as we wanted it to. But I am excited to tell you that the sewing machine has arrived. I've given it a quick test run, and so far I'm absolutely loving it. I plan to reveal the sewing machine, which one I bought, and the reasons why I chose this one in a premiere on Tuesday night, all things going well. So make sure you hit that notification bell to make sure you're notified of when that happens, because I'd love to see a nice big crowd all show up at the same time so you'll get to find out at the same time what it is. I'm very, very excited to be able to share this with you. My mailbox was full of happy mail this week, and I'm excited to show each and everything off to you. The first thing was a present from my friend Mary Jo from Sojo's Stitchy Things. If you haven't checked out her channel, go check it out. She had some baseball fabric that she thought I would absolutely love, and this is some really, really pretty fabric. There's several yards of this, so I'm going to be able to do something really nice with this. My nephew plays baseball, so I might make him a quilt or something else. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I'm really excited to be able to do something with this very, very soon. I also, as I mentioned earlier in the episode, purchased the foundation paper piecing blocks for the Star Climber, which is a mixture of the woven star, which is what you saw a little earlier in the episode, and also the courthouse steps. I was doing this traditionally, but decided let's just do the paper piecing and just make my life a little bit easier. And then the third thing I got was something I ordered at the quilt show, and it arrived on my doorstep as well, which is the Dog Park pattern by Elizabeth Hartman. I'm very excited to do this along with the fabric kit. I saw this at the show. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I love the background and all the fabrics they used for it. It came from cotton candy fabrics, and I'm just very excited. I have been trying really, really hard not to rip this open and already start working on it, but I really do need to get some other projects done first before I start this one here. But who knows, maybe next week you'll see a progress update. Only time will tell. And so now I'm excited to be able to share with you a few completed blocks. The first one is the cow block from the Fab Farm pattern by Elizabeth Hartman. This is the one that I'm doing along with my friend Tammy from the Siberian Wind. And so this is the cow here now, and I think this really turned out really nicely. I love the fabric I used for the nose. It's got some little sparkles in it, and then the white has a little bit of scroll in it as well, which gives it, for me at least, a little bit of texture. Let me know in the comments what you think of this block. And then the next one is the Farm Fresh Sampler by Artie's Quilting Co. And last week you got to see the goat, and then I've actually been able to attach it to the next block, which is the chickens with the eggs and turnips, which I turned into beets. And I think once this project is done, it's going to be absolutely stunning and beautiful. And I'm hoping to enter that into the state fair at some point, whether it's this year or next or the one after, who knows. But I would love to see it hanging up there in the quilt show in Doswell at some point. Well, that is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. It helps me immensely. Tell a friend, and I always love hearing comments from my viewers. I hope you all have a great day. Happy sewing, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.